Welcome back, guys, to the third part 4, I believe, yes, of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we left off, we were right about at court. So, the court is now in session for the trial, Mr. Mayafee. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miss Miles Edgeworth better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Mr. Mayafee, was on the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
You may call your first witness.
The prosecution calls the chief officer
at the scene, Detective Gumshoe.
Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm detective in charge of homicides down at the sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe us for the details of the murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain.
We found a body. We found a body next to the window here.
And the cause of death?
Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object.
The murder weapon was found at
was the statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir.
It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts this statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record.
Okie dokie.
Now, Detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Mayafee, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell us why? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Mayafee's arrest. Alright, we gotta pay attention, guys. You ready?
I can't hear you.
No, okay.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed at the scene of the crime. There was 2 people there already.
Were there really?
The defendant, Miss Mayafee,
and the lawyer, Miss Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Mrs. Mayafee. Why? She had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Mayafee at the very moment of the murder. That doesn't seem right. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Smack. Hey! Maya just threw something at me. What's this? And my sister couldn't find a contradiction in a witness's testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on with every detail. The witness always slips up saying something wrong. It worked lots of times. Hey, I should have expected Maya to know some of my sister's tricks and whatnot. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd just like to begin my cross-examination. Let's do this. As soon as the phone call came, I rushed to the scene.
Who did you say got the call from?
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure if it did much, though. Right. Please continue. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Mayafee, and the lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Wait. Sorry about that. Press. Detective Gumshoe, how long did it say it took you between your receiving call and the arrival of your scene of the crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto of the month is quick response. That's how we got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So tell us who the two people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Mary Faye, and the lawyer, Phoenix Wright. All of it. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, you dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. No, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. She picked my points to press with a little more care. I immediately arrested Miss Mary Faye. Why is that? What's your reason? Why, we had a witness account describing her. Hold on just a second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did, correct? She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. Yep, you said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink claims it was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure is in pink, pal. She's nothing but pink. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scenes of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper to the next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found in the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Doesn't prove that was the killer. Before we get into conversation, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify in the vital pieces of evidence the first time? I know. I'm really embarrassed. I forgot about you, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin your cross-examination. I have an idea of what I could do, but I'm just gonna go with it. Securing. That's me. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Let's press it. Just to make sure. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Haha. Then who did write it, Mr. Smarty Pants? Two? The killer, I guess, to frame her. The killer, anyone could see that. Uh-huh. You're saying the killer write her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed! Hold on. If that's your case, where's your evidence? I guess it was just a bit tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Roy. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what you had written in the memo you found. On it, the words Maya were written clearly in blood. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. You sound pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results show the victim's blood was the victim's. What kind of tests were these again? What kind? Well, I hear they take the little bits of blood and histologies. I don't refuse to testify on this matter, sir. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with the testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I think you can expect a pleasant bonus in your next paycheck. Oh. That was a mess. Right. Where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. On which hand was the blood finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Haha. Nice try. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Before she died, the victims wrote her killer. Before she died, she wrote the killer's name. Same comes true. Do you get a lot of cases where victims actually write their killer's name? Sure, happens all the times in the books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I haven't heard of many cases, no. Do you find it a little odd the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion is only a matter of facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order! That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Alright, I gotta really think hard here, because I don't know. Let's check our evidence first. That's always good to do. Alright, so we got a badge. Alright, time of death. Single blunt force caused force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Wait a minute. I have an idea. I got it. Found a memo, a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clear in blood. Lab test results. So there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Present. Cause a single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Got it. Nailed it. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me. You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else would it have? You have it backwards, Detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. In this report from your department, Detective, immediate death due to cause of blow from lunch object. She died immediately! But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order, order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? Well, when? When was it? I think it was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point being, the autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there was a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine what the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see.
Damn you, Edgeworth.
Should have known you had something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look so shocked. It's something you want to say? I'm gonna say you're a sham, because Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't get to get your verdict. What reason do you have a possibility to have a request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts this as evidence. Autopsy report updated. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose this obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness take this hand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Okay. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Thank you. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from haunting and winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man on the court. Tell us, where are you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. Gee, I checked in right after lunch. And the hotel is directly across from Faye and Cole law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness testimony. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. One attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to the one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. I saw every little bitty witty. Wait. Well, Your Honor, I see. It's making me solid testimony. I don't see a trouble to witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques as well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Let's do this! I was like 9 at night when I looked out my window. Alright, let me just check to make sure that was accurate. Let's see. She died from a direct blow. Blunt object. Doesn't say the time. Let's see here. Okay. Never mind. Sorry. Why did you do that? Huh? Why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What, that's it? You can't get out the question that easily? I sorta, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I had a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's go for it, I guess. Let's see how far I can run this with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at the time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering the witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. Poor girl. Order, Mr. Wright. You have been warned. Poor girl? What's about poor me? You looked out the window, and what did you see next? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The woman with long hair? That was Mia Fey. Slender, sort of, well, some people say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant chair. Oops, I went back. Then a woman dodged to the side and ran away. Let's press this one. She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue with your testimony. But then a girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girly physique. And secondly, she was small. Well, it could have been her. She has a point. I question your testimony. Hold on a minute. The testimony stinks. But what? Miss Mayfair was willing to bet. You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean... Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Mayfair, you would have noticed her clothes before knowing her physique. No one wears clothes like that on a daily basis, except her. I'm not an expert in fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way on the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say? You mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think the terrifying little detail were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you, please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Testimony again, if you would. Damn it, I almost had her. Witness's account. I did see everything. I did. The victim... let me think. The victim dodged the first attack and ran to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. She hit her with a weapon. I saw it. I did. The clock, a kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you, Teehee? How does she know it's a clock? I see. Really wish I had that detail from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. There's no way she would have known it's a clock. It's not possible. So I'm going to question that. Victim went to right. Then the girl and hit the clothes right after her. Hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. The clock. I mean, statue clock. The thinker, I think. I think it's a thinker. Her weapon looks like a statue. It's actually a clock made by Larry Letts. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, did you like that? No, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you not? Revealing? Oh, you like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that statue of the thinker was a clock, but there is no way of knowing just by looking at it. Another person is much the same position as you recently called this clock too. He was found guilty of murder. Order. Miss May, can you explain to me how you know it's a clock? Ooh. This witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. We will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But the questions are all I have, Your Honor. And you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue the questioning on the witness. I saw that. That was close. If you had stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it. I heard it say the time. So you've been at the late office, Co? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would you go there? Why would you go there? I heard it from my hotel room, Teehee. The law office of Faye & Co, where the murder took place. Very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Nope. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... let's see. She couldn't have heard it, I guess. You were at the hotel. There was no way you could have heard the clock go off in the building next door. You have proof that she couldn't not? Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she actually could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. Why? On what grounds? This trivial matter is no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed. Right. Objection sustained. Damn it. Time to switch to the directions. Quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it was inconceivable that the clock is in question rang. Oh yeah, that's right. She removed all the clockwork. That's right. I forgot about that. It's empty. Wait, it's not really empty. I'll screw it. I don't care. The clock is missing the clockwork. How could you possibly just have a look as soon as you can? Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It as the defense says. This clock is missing the clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is easy as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. You shouldn't call her fat, man. She'll take defense. Fat! I knew it! Well, Miss May. Tisk, tisk. What a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. You noticed the clock was empty? Somehow, you do. I'm afraid you forgot one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? It was after the witness heard the clock. Then there was no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. If that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the witness clock was removed? Haha, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I wasn't listening. And I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was... I think it's a cell phone. Yes. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Woohoo, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Not. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So, you want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. So I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take out the clockwork, sorry. Alright. Beep. Your Honor? I think the recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And the recording is in the morning. In the morning, before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? How did you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I guess there's so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness have seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yeah, it's like one of a kind. Only. Witness claims she had seen it before. But this strictly contradicts a piece of evidence she already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce evidence that taken. If we go to here, it says the clock in the form of a statue has been gears taken out and removed, made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And that one isn't here on the police custody. Possible. Everything's sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's time for you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse me, they're not on sale today. Oh. Boring. What is it to you, porcupine head? The stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness remain calm. Oh, silly me. Grunt. Did I, lose it? Like, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have it for this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain. I see the truth of this matter. Miss Mayfair, you knew what's up because you heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hands. However, she heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it, then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder of the weapon. The wiretap. Clearly. Found in Miss Mays. Have a look at this. Ooh. Is that... I found this in Miss May's room. Right, please explain to court what this is. Miss April May. You were tapping the victim's Miss May's phone, weren't you not? Oh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. This troubles me that our witness is in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does this defense truly claim that the witness is tapping into her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have enough to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove it? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the evidence victim said on the phone that clock was. Present it. I present the defendant's cell phone. Again. Yes, we've seen that. Listen one more to the conversation. The defendant, the victim. Maya, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I wanted to hold on for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. Clock. It's made it look like a statue of the thinker. It tells you the time. Mrs. April May, you used a wiretap to listen to the conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. You liar. I don't know. It's not fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm a bad girl, is that it? Toss tears of joy. Not today, the court's seen the real Miss May now. That is the final blow. Let's see, why, you did it, didn't you? I know she didn't do it because I saw the cutscene, but I'm just gonna pretend like I did it. Let's see. Why the fire? Let's use why the time. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't this tippity-tapping irrelevant? Gah! She's exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, we're tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While the court does not condone the defense tone of a speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull it out. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought of that. And of course, I can and I will. You can't be serious. Way, I say, way. Oh, I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know? Like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and you have regular old cold coffee. Iced coffee? Thinking I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene of the murder. Wait, what? So does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's phone. However, that does not separate the crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Miss Mayfair, commit murder. No, there's no going to be letting her walk away. There's no way I can win on this illicit. Tie Miss May into the murder somehow. Does Vince have anything to say? Well, come on. Think of something. Let's call the witness, bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call Hotel Bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk it quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretap had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consist of calling the witness. Condition? If Miss May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss Mayfair was not the killer, thus she is innocent. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Mayfair. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in the bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Miss May will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition. I got nothing else to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. Fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to make a stand. I believe we're ready for the witnesses to testify. I believe the witnesses testify. He certainly does not look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be off service. The tea sets look rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin your testimony. Very good, sir. It's getting pretty long in the video. I want to get this done fast. I am head bellboy. Let's just skip this and then we'll read it when we're done. I believe her received a call in the evening from guest. She asked for an iced coffee and I brought it to her at 9 on the dot, sir. Brought it to her at a requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, May herself. Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin her cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. Does it prove Miss May was innocent? Murder now. May will be finished. Or May will be finished. Whatever. I don't know her name. May. I'm the head bellboy of the Gatewater Hotel business for 4 generations. I believe I received a phone call 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May and personally. Not only did I see her to be all stunning radiance, but I also hear her voice. And then I saw them, and then he was blushing. At the point being, I remember her quite well. So. Yes, then what? She asked me for iced coffee to be brought at 9 on the dot, sir. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drinks after she finished. 9. On time of the murder. I brought it to her precisely at request. My throat hurts. Precisely 9 then. Precisely. Exactly. And most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that she be brought then. Oh, bellboy. Teehee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door and at the crack of 9, sir. How would she believe so particularly about the time? Then delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Are you sure it was Miss May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir, it is enduring mention of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought to the room service, sir, the guest, favored with embarrasser, embrasser. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for a kiss, sir, but it's not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by the prime manner, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. The sun is pretty efficient to me. I think Miss May was up to something when she wanted a bellboy to remember her. So good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. Bellboy has absolutely no reason why. Now, do you have any? Okay. You will end the rather tedious cross-examinations here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. But wait, please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. I must object. Mr. Red, it's long enough. Long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it. That's my last chance. What to ask about him? Check-in, I guess. Tell me about the check-in. Tell me when you checked in Miss May. Alright, very well, Mr. Sir. My first thought was she was a beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so I disappointed really, I see. Excuse me? What exactly was the disappointment? Well, I'm not without a charm, sir, but even I have a little chance with her lover there. What did you say? What did you say? I rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in the testimony? Well, sir, didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally not supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was our good bursar there, Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I was especially asked, sir. You fool! I've won. Miss April May checked into the Twin Hotel with a man, correct? Yes, sir. And when you brought her in room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we just have learned of another person involved may have been in it. This is a new light. I hold it impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who was this other person? Simple. It was... I don't know. The man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May whatever. Your Honor, it has been previously revealed Miss May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself was an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man who was with her. The bellboy was no one else in the room at the time of the murder. That was convenient little setup. It's too late. Too late? Suppose you like... It's too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the precedents from the other man in the court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense argument. I expect the prosecution and defense look in this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today, the trial, Miss May. Court is adjourned. Thank God. I can end this episode. Alright, I don't care whatever that says. I need to end it here, so... whatever that says, I don't care. I'll see you guys in the next part. Stay tuned. Don't leave me. Bye.